It's Talk Funny, a podcast by Mark Bailey and comics from all over. Gilbert Gottfried ended up doing podcasts in Japan because his Aflac deal fell through the cracks and was washed away in a flood of criticism. So now he is doing lame podcast introductions. The Talk Funny podcast from Nagoyaradio.com and Nagoyacomedy. And now to introduce Mark Bailey, here is Gilbert Gottfried.
Is this thing on? So Mark Bailey, he works in Japan now. So I was talking to Mark Bailey at a strip club the other day. And a girl was being really rude with her tuchus in his face. And since then, he tends to talk funny. Here's Mark Bailey.
Welcome to another edition of Talk Funny, presented by Nagoya Comedy. You can find us at Nagoyacomedy.com. Today, so I'm Mark Bailey, our co-host, Steve B. Howard. Hello. Mike Miller, and our guest, Tofie.
Good afternoon to both of our listeners.
Mr. Entisar. Mr. Entisar.
Yes.
I have to explain that Tofie is an Arab guest. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Nor should there be.
Nor should there be. What could go, Jewish host, Arab guest, what could go wrong?
Hallelujah.
Hey, you want to move? Hey, you're on my side. Move back. You're on my side. You're on my side. This part of Jerusalem
says
is fine.
You're on my side. Okay.
But God's on my side.
My God is on my.
All right. So, an unusual number of guests and co-hosts today. I guess we'll get on to some topics. So, Mike, you were complaining about your headphones, and you'll have to get really up into this microphone, and Tofie could actually show you how to do that. But we don't have time for that right now. What is it? There's a problem. What's the problem? We got to get him to the hospital. What is it? It's a big building full of sick people. That's not important right now. And
you have to relax that jaw, Mike.
He's big boned. He's big boned, and that hurts. Sorry, Mike, if you'll just move.
You get used to it eventually.
So Mike doesn't have headphones. None of us. I have headphones because I'm engineering, but what do you need headphones for, Mike?
I need headphones, man. It's just I need to hear how I am, I need to hear my voice. I need to hear how I'm doing, man. Why is it you're the only guy who has headphones? What's going on, man? It's not fair.
It's because I'm engineering it. No, I'm listening to you. You sound fine. You sound
really?
fine. Yeah.
Really? I'm not listening to me. I don't know if I sound fine.
I'm telling you sound fine.
I saw Jingle Girl out there. She was wearing a pair of headphones.
Well, she likes that. I mean, she gets headphones.
Yeah?
Otherwise, she makes up weird stuff on it.
What about the guests?
So what
But Mike, look on the bright side. It won't ruin your hair. So I'm happy without
So Mike doesn't have hair. Mike and Tofie don't have hair.
No, so my luscious follicles detest such restraint.
So what we're mocking is we had a guy unnamed, but he wanted his own show, and we produced a show for him for Nagoyaradio.com. He showed up late, of course, and then he's like, "Where's my headphones?" I'm like, "We don't have a lot of time, so there's only one pair of headphones, and I need them to make sure." And he's like, "Well, I can't do it without headphones." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "I have to hear myself." Well, we'll play it back later. We are recording it, so you can listen to it. You can hear yourself then. It's like, well, but how am I going to know how I sound? Well, I'm telling you, you sound fine, right? He said, but I don't know I sound fine. All right, then maybe you don't belong on the show. All right. So Steve Howard, of course, and Mike Miller are members of Nagoya Comedy as myself, and we've got a show. Our show November 24th at GC Live. It's a Friday, starts at 9 p.m. Interesting ticket price, 1,000 yen if you get your advance tickets, 1,000 yen and 1,500 yen at the door. And then Tofie is going to be doing a new thing that we're starting, and it's called Enhanced Open Mic, which means he doesn't get paid, but he gets to do 10 minutes for free.
Wow.
It's still a tentative new installment.
And then we get paid for watching you, but you don't get paid, but you get
this model.
You get to do 10 minutes.
Can he do the whole show?
Oh my God, I get 10 minutes in Bailey's show.
Hard to believe a Jew came up with that. So, and there's a couple of other guys doing it all came from the open mic. We usually ask people, we're really strict on it. Sometimes it's 3 minutes, sometimes it's 5 minutes, and it's not enough. After you've done 4 or 5 open mics, after you've done a few, you get the hankering to do more. And we've had another guy who's been begging to do 10 minutes, and it's like, well, we don't know what that entails. I mean, 5 minutes is funny, but 10 minutes, we don't know if this other guy is funny for 10 minutes or not. So we'll find out on November 24th, Friday.
I highly request that Mr. Heineman joins, because he is an essential part of the set that I wrote.
Okay.
So come Heinemann and become part of history.
But you also like the word hind, so...
Well, his name is Heinemann. I have a whole page about that. I'm surprised nobody jumped on that first.
Oh!
He'll be doing, Joe Hyman is a magician. I don't think he's a very good magician because my wife is still around. I've been begging. No, she's not vanished. We even put her in that box. Did you know when they saw the woman in half, did you know that was fake?
Oh. I thought you meant the one with the spikes, but no.
No. Yeah, so that's coming up November 24th. So I wanted to say to Tofie, so thanks for coming out, man. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you for your good taste.
On the podcast. So you are out, right?
Ish.
Okay.
That's all you can be where I'm from, Out to some people, not out to everybody else.
By where you're from, you mean Cleveland? No.
San Francisco?
You're from the. You don't want to say what country, so you're from the Arab world.
No, but I'm from the best country in the Arab world ever, and people will know where that's from. Okay, so that's all needs to be said about that.
That must be Turkey, actually, because every Turkish guy I ever met says Turkey is the best country.
Oh.
You know, Edison, the bastard Edison, he stole the secrets. He stole the secrets for electricity from Turkish man. He's Turkish farmer living in Turkey.
Yeah, he stole it because that man wouldn't cough it up. They're the greediest people I've ever met. They're terrible. The only part of Turkey I do like is Istanbul. Istanbul is great.
It's great.
Anything else I have no comment with regards to.
I'm a language nerd, and I just showed you my unopened Arabic language program. It's just still in the shrink wrap. So you were talking about Arabic. There's cool Arabic, and there's Arabic that you wish you spoke, and there's variants that. Yes. So there's Levantine Arabic, and there's Egyptian Arabic. Yes. Is there something else? There's others.
There's Moroccan Arabic, which nobody can really understand except Moroccans, and there's Gulf Arabic, which you really want to learn if you want to become a prostitute, because that's where all the money is.
Let me stop you for a second, because you said Moroccan, and we all flinched because it sounds like maracas. Oh. It sounds like maracas. We had a really bad experience
PTSD.
We have PTSD. We have trauma from a show we did where a venue owner made the audience hold maracas, and it's like, if you like the joke, shake your maracas. If you don't like the joke, shake your maracas. So we're playing it back. We're playing our sets back, trying to listen which part was funny. It's like, I can't hear a crap.
Okay, so there's
just
okay. So
sounds like a Santana song. Evil woman. My pots are black and my room is cold. You got to change.
And when they broke into that salsa dance, that was over the top.
That was ridiculous. Okay, sorry. So you were talking
I jumped in at the right time then.
So you were this little. You were talking about Moroccan Arabic, and then
Arabic,
right?
Gulf Arabic is what you learn if you want to get into the night business. It's what my friends have learned, and Egyptian Arabic is very. Well, let's say you have many dialects of English, don't you? You have the Jamaican, you have the Irishman, etc. Levantine to Moroccan is like Jamaican to Irishman. You really cannot understand each other. They can understand us because Levantine Arabic is kind of famous because it's the language of the hot movies and the hot series and the, tasteless video clips. Egyptian Arabic is also that. So Egyptian and Levantine are really the most well-known. And the further you go away from that little epicenter, the more obscure it sounds. But all of us good Arab fags wish that we spoke Egyptian Arabic very fluently because it is like the ghetto black woman English. Right. It's what we resort to when we want to insult somebody or tell you how good sex was last night.
That latest slur that you just said, if you have a problem, you can... Mike Miller is here. That's spelled Mike, M-I-L-L-E-R.
M-A-I-L-L-E-R.
And Steve B. Howard, you can find him on Amazon, and even if you don't buy his books, you could just, if you heard him on a podcast and there's a word you didn't like, you could find him there.
Which word is that? I like that word.
It was the F word.
I love that word. I prefer that word a lot more than gay.
You're talking about cigarettes, though.
Yeah.
Cigarettes.
Yes, I'm talking about cigarettes. I find that word to be very dignifying because it just has a better... It's just, the F recoils it and the after part just like sends it flying into motion. Whereas gay sounds just like a puppy, Oh, I'm so harmless.
There's something about of course I speak Hebrew, and there's something about the guttural satisfaction.
Oh,
right?
yes. Oh, yes. That you can just declare from the rooftop.
So you can say, that guy, I don't like him. He's a very pushy person. Pushy doesn't satisfy you.
Yes.
It definitely doesn't satisfy you. Different spelling. Something else that sounds like pushy doesn't satisfy you. But no, you know what I mean.
What are we talking about here?
But the word pushy, like the guy's pushy, that guy's aggressive. That doesn't get satisfy my gut.
Exactly.
But if I say that guy has chutzpah. who do you think you are? Right?
Uh-huh.
So I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, we're angry people. That's why that is in our...
Wait a minute, let's write this down. Arabs are angry people. You heard this first.
Oh, it's a ground.
I never noticed. Do you know the word in Italian for angry? Do you happen to know?
Arrabbiata?
Yeah.
Something?
Just a coincidence. The first 4 letters are ARAB. Just a coincidence.
But it's also the name of the flavor for spicy spaghetti.
That's right.
Which is delicious, I think.
That's right. Okay, and then we're going to wrap this up very soon, but you guys are coming next week and the week after. We haven't heard from Mike at all, much, or Steve Howard, so whatever. Steve, you got the green light. I heard you got the whole traffic system for today. Actually, not just the green light from your wife.
Yeah, I had a traffic cop running me through the intersections today.
So Steve Howard has to get permission from his wife, actually, every time he has to, if you have to go to the bathroom, we have a bathroom here, but and then we have a phone if you want to call your wife first and ask if you can go to the bathroom.
Right, yeah.
And then, okay.
She'll probably say no, but...
So when we're talking green light, are we talking podcast green light, or are we talking podcast and beer green light, or are we talking podcast, beer, and tattoo
meeting
green
later
light?
green
well,
light?
I don't like to, interpret it with too much details. I just figure green light means leave it up to your own interpretation. Whatever condition you come home, that in the evening, it's up to you. So,
what if you wanted to go to the red light district? Would you need the green light, or would you need the red light to go to the red light district? You need the green light to go to the red light district. I got the green light, but can I have a green light and a red light? I'm going to come back from the red light.
I think
with the green light.
The important thing there is what part of my body is red when I go home after going to the.
Oh wow! Damn, Steve.
Okay, and with that,
would you like some candles?
Looks can be deceiving.
And with that, I think we're going to wrap this up. We have an email address that we've given out a long time ago, assportjapan@yahoo.com. You can also contact us at Facebook page, Nagoya Comedy, also Nagoyacomedy.com. Mm-hmm. It's Talk Funny. We're basically doing a weekly podcast. Please come out to our November 24th show, Friday, at GC Live. Get in for 1,000 yen if you contact us ahead of time. 1,000 yen for advanced seats, 1,500 yen at the door, if you can find the door. Okay. It's 1,000 yen advance ticket if you contact us at Nagoya Comedy Facebook page or Nagoyacomedy.com, or assportjapan@yahoo.com is our email address for Talk Funny, presented by Nagoyacomedy.com. The 1,000 yen advance ticket price, and at the door it's 1,500 yen. When you enter, there is a 1-drink minimum, and this is at GC Live. And please come out and see us November 24th, 9 p.m. Friday. Mark Bailey, Steve Howard, Mike Miller, and Tofie, and we will see you again for Talk Funny.